How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Liberty Bowl. Today is Monday, May 23rd, 2022, and we're going to be talking about Joe Biden and the issue that he's having with the younger demographic these days. But before we get into that, let's get into this.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
We're losing our democracy!
More inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch.
Wake up!
Before we get into that, let's get into this. Apparently, Joe Biden's having a problem keeping hold of the younger demographic, aka the YUTES of America.
Did you say Utes?
Yeah, 2 Utes.
What is a Ute?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. 2 youths.
So, what's going on? So today we're reading from the Vox, aka fucking super, again, left-leaning fucking media outlet. I like reading, the lefty shit because it's funny. It's fun to point out the hypocrisy, and especially when it's something like this, with a title like fucking Biden's support among Gen Z and millennials is collapsing. Why? Like it's also funny just to watch them panic. You know what I mean? So let's get into this. President Joe Biden has a young voter problem. If you look at just about any poll from the last year, the president's support among young Americans aged 18 to 34 has dropped significantly. The decline has been even worse among young people of color. And like the country in general, young Americans' dissatisfaction with him is growing. So, who would have thought that, his polling rates among fucking people of color would have died too, especially when he's saying shit like this.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
It's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful.
I would have to ask black voters the question, why do the old white men, who have the most racist legislation towards black people, why are they, the top 2 front runners when it comes to black support? Joe Biden and Bloomberg.
So, the drop isn't that surprising. Young Americans never really loved Biden, and they think he's broken a lot of campaign pledges. No shit, really. I wonder what those could be.
I promise you, cures for cancer, Alzheimer's, and diabetes.
They're also still recovering from 2 of the most disruptive years in American history. The youngest of these voters came of political age isolated, away from school and friends, uncertain of their job and school prospects, and unsure whom to trust. The oldest are saddled with student loan and credit card debt, unable to purchase homes and priced out of metropolitan areas. They've seen life get more expensive, inflation outpaced their rates, and their labor has become less valuable. Right? So that's the thing. They're over here, oh yeah, pat ourselves on the back. Fucking wages went up. Fucking 4%, 5%, some shit like that. Fucking national wages went up 5%. This and that. Fucking don't worry about that. Inflation's up about 10% right now. We're up 5%. So that means basically your value of your time at work has gone down 5%. Yeah, it's ridiculous the fucking mental gymnastics that they'll do to try and make it seem like they ain't fucking up, when even still left-wing fucking media outlets like this right here are fucking sitting here panicking, fucking like, oh, what's going on? Why are we losing all the voters? So many were already tuned out of politics. Now they've seen one political party fail to act on the generational change they've expected, and another radicalize against democracy. That's how you can tell this is a super left-leaning fucking thing, because there is no fucking Trump supporters or fucking righties fucking that are against democracy. That's the thing. They keep throwing out this word democracy, but a lot of people don't seem to fucking realize that we don't live in a fucking democracy here in America. We live in a motherfucking constitutional republic, which means that we elect our officials to represent us, our states individually, in Washington and shit. Basically, fucking, we are not a democracy. A true democracy would mean mob rule, and fucking that's how you get fucking bullshit like fucking this. That's how you get fucking. That's how you can convince fucking the younger generation to fucking march us into communism. It's basically this is the reason why we don't have fucking pure democracy here in America. It's for a reason. Okay. So basically, we have democracy, so that way, you do get the right to choose and stuff like that. But at the same time, we're a republic. We are a republic, which means, like I said, you elect officials to represent your state, all right, in Congress and whatnot, in the Senate and all that shit. With midterms around the corner, this dissatisfaction could drag Democrat candidates already expected to struggle. The president's party historically does poorly in midterms. That is true, but of course I think it's funny that they feel that they need to point it out. Don't you think that's ridiculous, right? Everybody already kind of knows that. That's kind of like a fucking unwritten rule of fucking politics. So, younger voters are an especially important group for Democrats. They delivered Biden's biggest margins in 2020, a year that saw half of them turn out an 11% increase from 2016, including in battleground states that will feature competitive races. Yeah. So we ain't gonna get into the whole election fraud and shit right now, but there's a lot of fucking tampering that had been going on from the left. And like I said, it's basically fucking they call them, they're Democrats because they believe in fucking pure democracy, which is basically if you could convince the people that don't that aren't concerned with politics, that don't fucking really follow the news too much, because they're young, they're concerned with fucking going out and going to fucking concerts. At least it was before the fucking pandemic. Now we don't, shit's all fucked up now. But the fucking young crowd isn't worried about politics and shit. The fucking young crowd, they basically just they follow the trend. They follow what the fucking the popular fucking the popular motherfuckers are saying, the fucking rock the vote people, the fucking MTVs and all this and that shit, fucking they follow what basically they're told to vote for. Basically, it's through identity politics, like vote with your demographic, vote what the young kids are voting for, otherwise you'll be outcast. Goes the same with race. It's the same way they do it with race, with their race baiting and shit, with fucking if you ain't like say, I think you saw at the beginning, fucking Joe Biden, if you're having trouble whether to vote for me or Trump, if you ain't black, basically, okay, who made fucking Joe Biden's fucking racist ass the fucking authority on your black card? It's basically they race bait. They fucking try to get you to fucking feel victimized because of the color of your skin. That's the only way that they're able to do it, is they have to make you feel victimized. They have to make you feel like there's something that you need protecting from, and they're the ones that can protect you from it. That's the way they can do it. That's why they're always calling Trump a racist. That's why they're fucking, like I said, their war cry, racist. Because they need you to feel victimized. They need you to feel like someone out there is victimizing you, someone out there is hurting you, and you need defense. They need you to feel that basically things are out of your control, and that you need somebody, to come fucking rescue you. And that's what the Democrats are. But it's all just fucking identity politics. It's fucking race baiting shit. It's victim mentality. It's fucking garbage, you guys. But people fall for it every fucking day, all day long. And like they say, if you're not a young Democrat, it's because you have no heart. If you're not an old Republican, it's because you have no brains. That means that basically fucking they know that young Democrats fucking they'll play off of your fucking emotional response to things. They'll tell you fucking, these people need our help and this and that. Ukraine fucking this. Ukraine is a bunch of fucking Nazis. Even in fucking Putin's fucking speech, fucking what his demands are from Ukraine, he asked for fucking the denazification of Ukraine. And they're also trying to say, Putin doesn't watch the news and shit, so what, it's just us calling them Nazis? But no, they're fucking being called Nazis fucking all over the place, because they're fucking globalist domination motherfucking people. Basically, the United States is, and fucking NATO and those pieces of shit are all fucking, the warmongers and shit that are saying that it's all for your defense, but yet there's never been a fucking time of peace, ever. What the fuck are they really doing? Anyway, that's besides the point. That's something different. Let's go back to the young demographic and votings. After numerous conversations with activists, advocacy groups, organizers, pollsters, and young people, 3 theories have emerged that attempt to unify the various strains of the youth discontent with Biden specifically, and Democrats generally. It's fucking all you Democrats, motherfucker. They're trying to say it's just Biden, but it's just because fucking Biden's an old fucking geriatric piece of shit that ain't had his pudding yet, and so fucking that's why they're trying to fucking say, oh, no, that's not what we're really about. He's just, he's getting old. Even they're trying to fucking use he's getting old, but at the same time, no, he shouldn't take a cognitive test. That's basically what they're going with, on their defense of Biden's. He's too old to fucking to follow what we're actually trying to do, which is fucking, we're trying to protect the young people, and we're trying to protect the people. We're trying to be social justice warriors and this and that. And fucking that's what they're trying to say, that he's too old to actually know what he's doing with inflation and this and that and fucking blah blah blah. They're trying to defend him that way, but at the same time they also don't want to admit that he's too old to fucking be running the goddamn country. So it's fucking mental gymnastics trying to figure out what the fuck is going through their brains, how the fuck they tick. So Biden started off his term with a respectable level of support from Americans aged 18 to 34. Polling from Gallup and data, the progressive research firm Navigator assembled for Vox both placed support among youth in the 60% range just after his inauguration, and the president's support was decent even in years with Biden's worst youth numbers, like those conducted by Quinnipiac and Civics, which showed 44% and 49% support respectively. So basically this is a pretty cool little graph here, like in approval, disapproval. Like, it's pretty cool. You can see like the actual mirror image, like as the fucking approval goes down, fucking disapproval goes up. Like, that's basically the Utes of America. You guys, the fucking Utes. But anyway, I ain't gonna fucking get into the whole fucking thing. They start trying to defend themselves and fucking know what's going on with them, fucking all this fucking dumb bullshit, fucking. The economy's not great and young voters blame Biden. Yeah, no shit, because it's fucking Biden's fault. Why the fuck else would they blame Biden? No, because they're not believing you, because of all Putin's inflation? Putin's fucking running America right now, so that's why you guys are blaming everything on him? No, it's fucking Biden. Some younger voters want Biden to be more progressive. Are you fucking kidding me? How could he be more fucking progressive? In 2008, fucking Obama ran fucking for president against fucking gay marriage. Now fucking they're trying to fucking, now they're for trans rights. Not the fucking, he's not progressive enough though, you guys. Definitely not progressive enough. Let's see what the third one is. A poorly managed pandemic eroded trust in the government. Yeah, well, no shit. Like I said at the beginning, fucking motherfuckers, they get into adulthood lockdown, and fucking they come into fucking adulthood with extreme inflation. The housing market's fucked. They can't even buy a house. They're coming into the fucking world and it's fucked. It's been ran into the fucking ground by these fucking Democrat motherfuckers. The last fucking moments of prosperity we had was fucking right before the Keystone Pipeline was shut down, right before fucking all this fucking janky ass withdrawal from fucking Afghanistan. So we fucking withdrew from Afghanistan because he knew that we're gonna have to focus on the Ukraine real soon. That's his whole reason, because of course he's been fucking in cahoots with motherfucking Ukraine from day one. With Ukraine, fucking China, all them motherfuckers, the son of a bitch been selling us out all up the fucking stream. Motherfuckers a piece of shit. His whole family's a fucking piece of shit. They all need to be fucking tried for treason. And what's the fucking punishment for treason? You guys look it up. Look it up and then tell me if you agree. Alright, well anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right here. You guys have a good one. Peace out. Hey, look at me, man. I look like I could be Fox News' Brian Stelter, aka the warmongering establishment Stackwell Republican known as Sean Hannity. Subscribe to our YouTube page, or better yet, find us on Rumble to get more fat bowls, fucking good news, bad news, fucking crazy opinions, and good times. Fuck off.